I'm going to teach you guys the S technique. So a lot of the window cleaners, at least when I first started, you know, depending on what skill level you're at, will depend on what technique you're using. If you're coming just straight across, maybe drying your squeegee, coming across again, you know, that's an okay technique. But you're getting, come over here and look at this. You're getting all this water here that's escaping out, and you're really having to squeeze or to dry your glass. It takes a lot more time in the long run. So here's another technique that's called the S. This is what I want to teach you guys today. So it's the idea that if you put your squeegee on the glass and pull down, you're going to leave an inch of water. Or if you come at it from the side, it's going to cut the water perfect line. No water's getting drugged down onto the clean glass. So what you want to do, and you can start anywhere. You can start down here, you can start here. It doesn't really matter, just as long as you go over where you first started. So if I start here, I'm going to have to come back around and go over where I started, okay? Personally, I like starting in the middle and then cutting back over, back down, back over, till you get it down to a point that it's one squeegee swipe, okay? So as I get back over here and I'm coming across, come over, finish it, and then I like to squeegee all this water off the ledge. Okay, you squeegee the water off, squeegee the water off the side, and then I don't use the rubber underneath, I use the metal. Because if you use the rubber, you're gonna create like a groove in the squeegee and you're gonna have to throw it away. So you come across with the metal, get all those drips of water falling down so you're not gonna screw up your window once you walk away from it. So we'll go over that again. Get that wet. So the technique that I teach my guys as I'm training them is you need to keep your eye on the end that you're leading with. So your highest part of your squeegee. So if you're coming across here, you need to watch this edge. You want to watch it go right. It doesn't matter what this side's doing. It doesn't matter if there's streaks here. You'll come back and catch those. So you come up and you watch this edge. You watch this edge and you're turning the whole time. You don't want to get to here and then turn and then come down. Then you're going to get all these lines and mess ups. So it's got to be a fluid motion, okay? Once I get down here, then I switch directions. I start watching this. I make sure this goes higher than all the other water, okay? Watching this right here. And then I flip back around and I'm watching this end. Heard it said they cut down the mountain. This is a technique that I've heard used. So you just watch this end, and then once you get to this side, you can finish it off like that. Squeegee the top, squeegee the side, just a little bit, and then underneath, metal, and you get a nice window. With this technique, the S, you're usually going to always need to wipe your edges. You've got, you know, quite a bit of water here on this edge, quite a bit there, here, so you grab your towel and touch it up real quick. Run it. And make sure when you wipe those edges, you're only using, you know, one finger or two fingers in that towel. You don't want to squish all that water out forward. So you don't want to use all four fingers and wipe. If you're more than a finger width of water out from the frame of the glass, you've left too much water and you need to re-squeegee it. If you're trying to wipe off 2 inches of water with your towel, all you're going to do is leave a ton of streaks. If there's water left on the glass, if there's a little corner, let me give you an idea what I'm talking about. If you get it to where you're leaving water like this, that's going to be a streak. You want it to be dry when you're done. So if you leave like a corner of water, that's going to be a big old white streak when it's dried out. So you got to make sure that when you squeegee them off, your windows are perfectly dry and you're not going to have streaks when you're done.